It is a 2016 Lamborghini Aventador LP 750 4 SV. It's a supercar that had a super common issue that was super not easy to take care of. Let's take a look. There is our V12 engine that has 740 horsepower and 508 pound-feet of torque. This beast can do 0 to 60 in 2.8 and the quarter mile in 10.8. It's in the tens, guys. Absolutely a speed demon. We can see the AC compressor down there is not driven by a belt. It is similar to a Gallardo. It is driven by a kind of like a power takeoff shaft. This is not like your Murcielago or Diablo where there's belt driven, and the belt is such a pain to get to. This one has the AC compressor ran off of a shaft. You can see down there all the coil packs are easy to get to. It does have 4 electronic throttle bodies, which is also on a Murcielago. There's our oil tank, since it's a dry sump system, and here's our exhaust back here. Look at the beautiful face on this car, guys. It is so beautiful. This is a matte silver, and it has a protective coating, kind of like a clear bra, over the entire car, all of it. Which is wise. It protects the finish, protects the paint, and keeps the value up. And as we get to this wheel, we can see inside, those are not metal brakes, those are carbon ceramics. They should last a very long time, and I hope so, because they're thousands and thousands for the rotors. Another thing you might see, no lug nuts. The center cap comes off, kind of like a race car. That is really cool. This is a special car. And as you can see, it says Aventador SV 1D600. That means 1 of 600. As we go down this side, you can see it has a little bit of dust on it. I think the customer might have gotten into a part of the road where there's some dust or dirt on the road. It's not a big deal. But there you can see the carbon fiber. You can see it has a clear bra on it as well. Kind of hard to see, but it does have one. And you can see right here it says SV. It looks like a little zigzag, but it actually says SV. And we come around to the back. We have a beautiful rear diffuser down there. Quad exhaust in the middle. The quintessential Lamborghini arrowed tail lights. It look like little arrows pointing. Here's a carbon fiber wing with also a clear bra on it. Look at that beautiful glass. It's a work of art, guys. It is so beautiful. There are a lot of things on this vehicle that are reminiscent to me of an F-117 stealth fighter jet or bomber, whatever they're called, also the B-2 bomber. And a lot of those zigzags and type of panel fittings to where they fit together is very reminiscent of a fighter jet, a stealth fighter jet. They have a lot of that on it. It's really cool. Here's some more of the trapezoidal or triangular design to it. Kind of like a honeycomb almost.
Wow, ladies and gents, look at that. Isn't that amazing? That is beautiful. A full digital dash up there. No dials, nothing up there, but isn't that just beautiful? I am absolutely surrounded by a dark charcoal gray Alcantara. The dash has it with red stitching on it. Again, we've got tons of carbon in here. Look at all this. It's just beautiful. Lots of controls here. Lots of things that you can adjust and get to. Here's where they hide our start button under that lovely little red shield there. It's looking good. Check out that seat. These have amazing bolster. It feels like you're getting a hug in here. The sides on that, look how deep this is. You fall into here. This is not an overly graceful car to get into. It does have quite a step. So if you look over there, you can see that there is quite a bit of distance between the door jamb to the floor. As we look through the hidey hole there, we can see there is the engine. Not a very big rear view mirror, and these cars have never been very graceful to try and back up in anyway. One ironic thing that I'm noticing, you can latch system your baby into your Lamborghini if you buy one of these. So, you rest assured that if you need to get the baby to the daycare center in, under 10 seconds in your quarter mile, there you go. You can strap them in safely. Lots of Alcantara on the trim pieces, up here around our lights and our garage door openers.
With only 2,000 miles on this car, I don't expect to find a whole lot. And based on the fact that it looks smooth as an airport runway under here, there's really not a lot to see. But we'll take a look. So here we have a giant panel here. You can see our front differential. It lets some air in through this scoop, kind of like an airplane, to keep that nice and cool. It even has the stickers still on all the parts, like it just came off the assembly line. You can even see the mill marks on the control arms. They're still shiny. It's so new and so pristine. Brakes are like new, obviously. Nothing loose there. Everything looks brand new. Here we can actually see some carbon fiber. You can see it starts here and works its way back. Here's our big engine access panel with more air scoops. You can see our oil pan there. And here we have our quad exhaust. I imagine 2 of them are for normal quiet tone, and then the other 2 are valved, so when you get on it, it opens those up and lets it roar. And this one's all-wheel drive, so it uses all 4 wheels. So this is the battery that came out of this Aventador. This is the stock VW Auto Group from July of 2016. This is the original battery that was brand new in this car a little over 5 years ago. This one is at the 5th year mark, and that totally makes sense with the problems that are going on here. If you test it with our Midtronics tester, it tests good, but these systems don't monitor full volts. They monitor tenths of volts. And during cranking or high power consumption, or you're getting on it hard, you're racing hard, and anything that's pulling a lot of power, if the voltage threshold drops just a tenth or 2 below a certain limit, there's alarm things. Basically, alarm bells go off. Modules start freaking out. They're saying, oh my God, something's wrong. The voltage has dropped. I'm shutting down communications right now. Things start acting up really weird. If you try to take this trunk tub out with the bonnet top or trunk lid, whatever you want to call it, still in place, it will hit. It won't even allow it to come out. So this has to come off, which is already off, in order to do this. And there we can see our new die-hard AGM battery. H5 is the style of battery that goes in here. We were able to put a stable power on this while we were changing the battery out from our battery charger, so that would keep battery voltage present so we don't lose our calibration settings with the transmission or anything. Swapped out the battery, hooked up this one, took our stable power off, and it was happy. So that's pretty much it for this car. All it needed was a battery. It'll take care of the situation it was having with low voltages all over the place. It was quite a deal to get down to the battery, and even though we weren't doing anything extensive to this beautiful Aventador, we definitely wanted to get a video in to show you guys some of the sweet cars that come through the shop. This one's no exception. This is a very awesome car.